Well, you've got the growing tariff worries, investors and consumers, but, you know, the rising deficit, the budget deficit, this is a real threat. This is not about maybe could. This is something that really is building right now. The United States on track to borrow the most money since 2008. Former Reagan economic advisor Art Laffer is with us. And Art, a lot of people are saying this is actually what happens when you have supply side economics or Reaganomics, is that you go into the initial lull as you spend all this money, you cut all these taxes, and then when the Treasury, when the velocity of money kicks in and the coffers of the Treasury start to build up, then you pay off that. Is that the game plan here, do you think?
Well, hopefully. I mean, you know, what we did with Reagan, of course, is we borrowed lots and lots of money to refurbish the U.S., to cut tax rates, to create economic growth, and then we just hoped it worked, and it did work. And then you find that we had the surpluses under Bill Clinton, directly a response to Reaganomics and what we did there. And you can't grow an economy, frankly, by overtaxing it. It just doesn't work that way. And you can't balance a budget with on unemployed people and people who leave your jurisdiction. It just doesn't happen.
By the same token, though, you'll never get these deficits down with the kind of spending bill we saw passed earlier this year.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
So we're in a quandary of sorts because this is a Republican Party that ran on sort of a message of fiscal discipline. We haven't seen it so far. To be quite frank, we've rarely seen it since Ronald Reagan, and that's where a lot of people are concerned.
Don't confuse fiscal discipline with a party label. All those parties are all fiscally unsound. I mean, every Republican wants to spend more. Every Democrat wants to spend more. It's not their money, Charles. They're spending your money and my money. And what could be more fun than being given a full checkbook with someone else's money? It'd be great fun. Yeah. And that's what they do. We've got to change the system, honestly, to bring them spending under control.
How do we do that, Art? I mean, we've been talking about that for a long time.
Very simply. It's very simple. Put them all on commission. If the economy grows at 3%, they get their pay. If it grows at 4%, they get double their pay. It grows at 5%, they get triple. If it grows at 2%, no pay at all, and 1%, they owe us the money back. They'd never vote the way they do now if they had to bear the consequences of their own silly policies.
I like that. That's like Glenn Ross, right? First prize, you get extra money. Second prize, steak knives. Third prize, you're fired.
That's exactly right. And that's the way it should be with politicians. It is with the rest of us. But when you're spending other people's money, you have no fiscal discipline whatsoever. It's fun. And then you leave Congress and someone else has to deal with the cleanup. It's just ridiculous.
We do also have to be honest, though. It's the voters, too, right? I mean, these voters so many voters want their representatives to bring back the bridge to nowhere. So ultimately, it's, we always complain about these folks, but these incumbents get 90% of the vote. They do cakewalks and get back in, and some of these folks are 90 years old. Art, I mean,
what's wrong with that?
That's nothing wrong with that, except if you've been doing the same thing, if you've been running up the debt and deficits for 20, 30, 40 years, why do they keep getting rewarded by being reelected?
Who knows? Who knows? I mean, And then when you realize that the U.S. is the best functioning country in the world, not the worst. I mean, when you look at some of these other countries and their debt problems, their spending problems, their corruption problems, they're even worse than the U.S. In fact, a lot worse than the U.S. So we are the best functioning country in the world, and we have all these problems. Can you imagine what it's like being in other countries? Golly.
Yeah. I mean,
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Great to visit, But hey, let me ask you about this jobs report. Did you get a chance to comb through this thing at all?
I did. A couple of things I think really are important. The revisions in the past couple of months is very important. I think it raised at 5,59,000 jobs. So this made this a very large increase in jobs month if you include the revisions. Number two, the low growth in wages is because a lot of the new people coming into the labor force are low-wage workers. So when you get a larger share of the employees being low-wage workers, it tends to distort the numbers down. If you looked at it like same-store sales wage growth, I think you'd find that number a lot higher than it is. And the last thing is when you look at the real change that's got to happen in America is the participation rate. There are 260 million adult Americans in the U.S. We need to raise that participation rate 3 percentage points. That would raise about 7.8 million new jobs that need to be done within the next 2 years, in addition to the jobs that we add normally.
Wow.
So that's where we are. And that's what Reagan did. That's what Kennedy did. That's what, that's what needs to be done to bring our standard of living back to where it was before W and Obama ruined the whole thing.
You know something, Art, I agree 1,000%. I always say that you look at that participation, not the rate, but just labor force, people coming back.
Yep.
And that's the ultimate survey. Forget about all
That's
these
the
other
ultimate
surveys.
Exactly.
If people have enough confidence to finally get off the sofa, finally dust off their resume, to say, I'm going to hit the bricks because I think there's an opportunity out there, that speaks volumes for this country, doesn't it?
Doesn't it, though? It's exactly what's right. I mean, and along with the participation rate comes productivity growth, average hour growth, all of that. You know, you mentioned earlier, Charles, that the part-time work declined dramatically for economic reasons. You know, that adds to average hours dramatically. If all those part-time people get full-time jobs, average hours increase. And that all of that compounds to get together to what I think is going to be a huge boom in the economy over the next 2 or 3 years because of participation, average hours, and productivity. And when that happens, hold on to your hats because it's going to be a fun, fun ride.
All right, I do want to, and I said this at the top of the show, but I think it bears, I got to share it with you and the audience again. Talking about labor force participation, 131,000 more black Americans came into the job market last month, 95,000 of net new jobs. 126,000 Hispanics, 146,000 to go with 250,000 a month before it got jobs. 114,000 women came into the labor force, 138,000 got jobs. All right, look at this, listen to this number. 484,000 folks with just high school diplomas came back into the labor force. 507,000 net new jobs. This is remarkable. These are people that could not get a job over the last 10 years.
Yeah, and but you then can't worry about the wage growth, because the wage growth, these people are not getting very high-paid jobs. They're starting off at the bottom of that. Now, they'll earn a lot more future. So when you look at the wage growth, that always distorts that wage growth down substantially. So I would not be disappointed with the wage growth at all, and I would be very happy with exactly what you described. It's exactly what happened during Reagan. Remember Robert Rice saying it's a nation of hamburger flippers and all that sort of stupid stuff. You know, obviously you get the hamburger flippers first and then they get the better paid jobs, and we're right on track to have a spectacular 5-year period.
All right, thank you very much. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Charles. It's really great to be with you. Thanks.